Hey guys, want this? Let's start. As you can see, I have already added my clips. Make sure to put your clips in the same ratio as your video. I usually use the 3:4 ratio. I'll speed the video up while I am putting my clips in this ratio. Let's dive into the main thing. First, add a keyframe at the start and the end of your clip. Then add another one during the third quarter of your clip. Then zoom in a little bit at your second keyframe. You can zoom in the advanced section. After that, zoom in a little bit more at the third keyframe. At the last keyframe, try to put your clip at the half of your screen video. In between the second and the third keyframe, put the graphic called cubic in. Now we'll have to duplicate our clip and then make it an overlay. After that, we're going to cut off the bigger part of our overlay. Place the overlay under its video pair. Now put the clip on the other half of the screen on the second keyframe. And on the first keyframe, put it on the right side outside the screen video. Now make the overlay mirrored. On our second video, we are going to repeat these steps, but in reverse. We're going to add a keyframe at the end and at the start, and another one at the first quarter. We're going to zoom in at first keyframe a little bit more and at the second a little bit less. At the first keyframe, we are putting the clip on the right half of the screen video. We're going to duplicate this video and make it an overlay. Now put the overlay under its video pair. At the first keyframe, we are going to put the overlay on the other half of the screen. At the second keyframe, we'll put it on the left, outside the screen. Now make the overlay mirrored. Now put the graphics called quad out to both of the clips. This is how our video looks like at this moment. Now we'll have to search for the effect called blur. Now we'll have to put it under our overlays. And make the object all videos. Put a keyframe at the start, the middle, and at the end of the effect. At the first and last keyframe, the blur is 0, and at the middle, it's 50. This is how our finished transition looks. Now we are going to make it vertically. We are going to use the same steps. This time we are making the transition faster, so we'll have to put the second keyframe a little bit closer to the end of the clip. We're making the same zooms as earlier, but now at the last keyframe we are moving the clip upwards. And we'll use the cubic in graphics here. Now duplicate the clip and make it an overlay. We'll cut off the bigger part of the overlay. At the first keyframe we are placing it under the clip, and at the second one we're placing it in the lower half of the screen. Now we have to make the overlay mirrored, and we have to rotate it twice at both of the keyframes. We'll repeat these steps on the second clip, but in reverse. Just copy what I do. This time we are placing the clip downwards. are placing the overlay above the video, outside the screen. At the first keyframe, we are placing it in the upper half of the screen. Now make the overlay mirrored and rotate it twice at both keyframes. If the overlay gets misrotated, then go to Advanced section and put it to 180 degrees. If you have to fix something, just take your time and fix it. Now we'll use the graphics quad out on the video and on the overlay. We are going to use the blur effect again. Now we'll have to put it under our overlays and make the object all videos. At the first and last keyframe, the blur is 0, and at the middle it's 50. This is how the transition turned out. Now let's make it smoother in between the second and third clip. We have to add a black overlay and make it 0.2 seconds long. Place it at the end of your clip. Make it as big as your video, and at the splice section, put it to around 72. Now put on the fade in animation. Duplicate it and put it at the start of the next clip. Put on the fade out animation on it, and we are done. The results? I hope this tutorial was understandable, and I hope that you liked it. This was my first tutorial. I'll try to make more in the future. Thank you for your attention. Bye, everyone.